Hey you guys, it's G here with Golden Thread Tarot. How are you lovelies doing? It's great to see you again. Thank you for joining me today. And I'm going to be bringing you another Twin Flame Collective reading today. And I was really guided before I start pulling cards to share a dream that I had last night. I've always had these really intense, very cinematic, very movie-like dreams. My dream state has always been pretty wild throughout my whole entire life. I don't think I've ever been guided to share one of my dreams with you guys. If I have, it's been a while and I haven't really thought about it. But or sorry, that I can't really recall it at the moment right now. But last night in my dream, I was standing in a field and, excuse me, no ma'am, excuse me. I was standing in a field and the field was flooded and it turned into a lake. And it's like there were two different people and my perspective kept switching between these two different people. One person was floating out into the lake and floating away. And although I felt as when I was that person, I could feel their feelings when I felt scared because I was floating on my back. And so I couldn't see what was behind me or what I was drifting out into. But although I was scared, I had this sense of calmness and I felt kind of protected, even though I felt like I was floating backwards into a possible, like just kind of into the unknown, right? And then I switched to the other person's perspective, and this person was on the shore, like in the very shallows, like just where like up to their feet was in the water. And when I was trying to walk out into the water, snakes, all different kind of snakes, came out of the water and surrounded me. And I couldn't move. And although I felt nervous, like, me personally, I was like, oh, these snakes, they could attack me. But the snakes just came and were around me and coiled up, not like in the like attack position, but in like the resting position. And all of their eyes were just on me, like they were waiting for instruction. And I switched back to the other person's perspective and understood that a snake pulled me out into the water. And I kept waiting for that snake to attack me, but it never happened. And I realized that I was just releasing and letting go and surrendering, and I was being protected. Then I switched back to the other person's perspective, the one that was on the shore again. And their feelings were that they really wanted to go and be out there floating in the water, but they couldn't. And even though it's like I realized that I was the one controlling the snakes. I was the one sending the snakes out and I was the one calling them back in. But I was nervous knowing that the snakes could turn on me. And although right now I was in control of them, they could turn on me. And so I felt this general uneasiness. And that was the dream. And I know there was a lot of other things that were happening in the dreams, but that particular part of the dream was what I really felt guided to share with you guys. But in waking after this dream, I thought about this dream. I sat and thought about this dream, and I was able to perceive more from the people's feelings and understanding that I was having a twin flame collective dream after I woke up and I was in my waking state. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was a twin flame collective dream. And I am tapping into a twin flame collective where one of the twin flames, which I'm hearing the divine masculine, sorry to my masculines, I'm not always trying to pick on you guys, but that's just what I'm feeling. The divine masculine sent out snakes or negative energy out to this other person. And that snake drug this other person away from them. And it wasn't until they realized, wait, I really didn't want to do that, or wait, I actually want to be out there drifting away in the surrender with that person. But it wasn't until afterwards that I realized, oh, all these snakes are surrounding me and this is not really what I want, but it's too late. I've already done it. I can't take it back. And it was like this sense of, well, now I just have to keep doing it. Now I'm stuck here in this space doing it so that the snakes don't turn on me, so that the negative energy doesn't turn around and come to me. And if I don't keep sending out negative energy, it's going to fall on me. And oh, my spirit guides are just like, I don't like to use this word a lot, but my spirit guides are like coward, coward. Like, my spirit guides are hot, mad about about this situation that I'm picking up right now. And they're just like, I'm really picking up this is that the divine masculine, before they realized who the divine feminine was, started sending out a lot of really negative energy, maybe even negative energies or entities out to hurt the divine feminine. And then once they realize, but not realizing that sending out those negative energies was dragging the divine feminine out to sea where they actually needed to be, floating away, feeling free, not feeling stuck on the shore anymore. And now this divine masculine feels stuck on the shore, feels like, I want to go into the water, but here comes all these snakes around them. It was so weird, the like intelligence for me, like the intelligence that I could see in the snake's eyes, and how all of their eyes were on me, just waiting to see what I was going to do, waiting for my next orders, or waiting to, and it's like now this divine masculine feels like trapped in this cycle of sending out negative energy. So it's like before maybe they woke up, before they went through a spiritual awakening, they were sending out negative energy. They were, maybe energetically attacking people and doing things. And then they went through a spiritual awakening. And now they realize they're stuck in a place of realizing that what they were doing was wrong. Now they feel, instead of feeling empowered by all of these snakes being around them, they feel trapped. Like, now I've trapped myself in this. And it's like, if I don't keep sending out this negative energy to other people, I'll have to let that negative energy come towards me, and I'll have to feel the consequences of my actions. I will have to let the snakes attack me instead of sending them to attack somebody else. And that's really heavy. That's really heavy energy to be in. But it's like, we all have to realize, and we all have to let our karma fall on us, right? Once we go through our spiritual awakening, we all have to realize that at some point we have to stop sending and stop blaming everybody else for our negative karma or for the terrible things that we've done, and take responsibility for for things that we've said, things that we've done, how we've sent out negative energy to other people, and surrender to the consequences of our actions. But I just keep hearing it's all part of the plan. It's like the person who I'm seeing as the divine feminine that was shifting out into the unknown, right? Into the surrender of being in a very vulnerable position, being on their back, just drifting, toward, if you're on your back and you're just drifting, you don't know what's coming up in front of you, but you feel protected in some kind of way, even though you know. So it's like the divine feminine is in this state of, I understand, I know that I might feel nervous, I know that I might not exactly understand what's happening, but I know I don't want to be stuck over there on the shore surrounded by snakes. So it's like the divine feminine, or the divine spirit, allowed, this divine masculine to send out this snake, and the snake drug this divine feminine away from the divine masculine, but put them in the position of an awakening, put them in a position to surrender. Now the divine masculine is stuck on shore wanting to surrender, but they feel like they can't. And they feel like they have to face their judgment before they can even think about getting to a point where they can wade out into the water and surrender. And they don't want to take their own venom. So the divine is like, it's your choice. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep sending out negative energy to other people to avoid your consequences? Are you finally going to allow those snakes to devour you? Take the karma, take your responsibility, take on the poison. And then once you do that, that's when the divine, after you've dealt with it and dealt with the consequences, that's when the divine can step in and help you. But as long as you're still denying what you need to do, the divine cannot do that. So I have I have several oracle decks here, but I also have the Monology deck, and the Monology deck. While I was sitting it down, like one of the cards kept sliding off and kept like pulling, and I kept putting it back, and then it kept sliding. So I was like, okay, what card is this, right? And it's the North Node card. Step out of your comfort zone, right? Step out of what you have known before and step into what you're supposed to be doing. But I just keep hearing it's all going according to plan. It's all going according to plan. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. I'm going to cut this. Look at this. Waning moon. What do you need to release? Fear. Doubt. Yeah. Not seeing that this is the path that was supposed to be. Maybe that you're past the point of no return and now you've got to take responsibility for that position that you're in now. Yeah. All right, let's pull some architect cards to see generally what's the overall energy of this message. What the overall energy of this message is going to be. Angel is what was on the cut, and Child Magical was on the bottom of the deck. Helping those in need with no expectation of return. And then the shadow attributes: acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Wow. So I guess, God or the universe, spirit, or whatever you want to call it, is asking the divine masculine, which side of this do you want to fall on? Just 1 second, you guys. Sorry, you guys. You guys know my animals always feel the energy. So my one dog, she's always just like, she's already super hyper anyway because of her breed, but she gets extra when the energy starts flowing and moving around. Dilettante. Okay. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Yeah. So it's like you wanted to be out there, divine masculine. You wanted to be out there letting go, and I'm hearing jealous. Like you were jealous of the divine feminine, or you misjudged the divine feminine, so you sent all this negative energy towards them, and then it was, once you did it, it's like you can't undo it. Once you send out that magic, it can't be undone. All you can do is deal with the consequences of the choices that you made. Cut it again. Child orphan. Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Yeah. Yeah. Shadow attributes: feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation. Maturation. I'm not saying that word right, but anyway, stops you from being mature. Seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Yeah, I think that's those snakes. All those snakes the divine masculine had around them convinced them to hurt the one person that would have saved them. Well, the one person that could have been their truth. And it ended up pushing that person away. Now the divine masculine is stuck there surrounded by snakes, realizing that if they finally stand up and speak up for themselves and say what they really want and say who they really want to be, now those snakes are going to turn on them. And they've seen how nasty those snakes can be. They've seen that. And now they've worked so hard to put themselves in a position of leadership. So what are you going to do? The divine is asking you, what are you going to do? Child orphan again. All right, pull it. With goddess behind it. What's going on with the overall energy of this spirit? What do you want us to talk about today? What do you want us to explore in this? Destroyer on the back of the deck. 2 cards were pulled. Storyteller and Rescuer. I'm hearing this is going to be a hell of a story to tell in the end. Yeah. It's all going according to plan. Oh, look. And then I tried to pick this up and Advocate got left behind. I feel in the end, this is going to be a hell of a story for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine to tell. They're going to have 2 very different stories. They're being taught 2 very different lessons, but wow. Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords in the back. This is going to be a hell of a story at the end about how you made yourself the king of the snakes and then had to make a choice. What do? You take responsibility for your actions and at some point try to heal your heart? Or do you double down and stay lost in darkness and allow the darkness to pull you down? Princess of Cups. Somebody owes somebody an apology. Somebody has to take responsibility for their actions. Hands will finally allow the consequences to fall where they may. What do you want us to know further about this child orphan spirit? Ace of Pentacles. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn. Page of Pentacles. Or not Page of Pentacles. Page of Swords. So yeah, it's a learning opportunity to learn how to drop your burdens. That 10 of Wands right there. It's a learning opportunity to drop your burdens, to learn what the truth is, to not be here, this child alone, lost on this world, but to take it into your hand. It's like, see all the karma, see all the pain, all the everything that you've experienced and that you're going through is an opportunity. The divine is giving you a beautiful gift, but it's about how you see it, right? Some people go through really terrible things and they decide to learn from those experiences and then turn around and teach other people how to not fall for the same pitfalls, how to not make the same mistakes, or how to heal themselves once they've already made those mistakes. And some people double down and drag other people down into those same mistakes. Some people have terrible things happen to them and they turn around and try to help other people. And then some people decide to take that pain and use it to hurt other people. That's free will, right? That's free will. That's the point. What are you going to do? It's your choice. Are you going to learn from your experiences and learn to try to free other people from that same pain? Or are you going to try to pass on that same pain to other people? Divine Masculine is learning the point of the spiritual journey. That's what you're trying to be shown. What about the storyteller spirit? I just keep hearing that. What a story to tell. What a story to tell. 7 of Cups in reverse. All the illusions falling away. And 3 of Swords in reverse. unbreaking your own heart, allowing your heart to heal. Oh, okay. And I just heard somebody say, I was abused. I was abused. And I've been so angry for so long, and I've blamed so many other people for my choices and for my actions. But I don't want to do that anymore. But I don't know how. I need help. And I'm sorry, but this is the real truth, divine masculine. If you're the divine masculine that identifies with this story, you have to help yourself. It's not on anybody else to solve your mistakes. It's not on anybody else to come rushing in and save you. You have to do the work yourself. You and your spiritual team, but you have to be willing to, one, to admit that you have a spiritual team, to admit the mistakes that you've made, to take the consequences of those mistakes. And then once you've dealt with those consequences, that's when your spiritual team can come in and help you. They can't help you until you acknowledge them, you understand what you've done, you've dealt with the karma of what you've done. Then they can help you. But as long as you're running away and blaming other people, they can't. And as long as you convince yourself, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. As long as you keep saying that to yourself, that's what will be. Change your thought process. Start saying, I do know. I do know what's happening. I have the answers. I have the answers. I know what to do. Even if you don't. Because if you say it enough, the answers you need will come to you. But please trust anybody else that has started walking down this path. Those are some rough ass realities. When all the illusions and all the masks and everything that you have set up in your life start falling, you got to look at a lot of stuff, and it's hard and it hurts. It hurts a lot. It's not easy. A lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of things that you have built around you, towers start falling around, and things, people, place, things, even things that you love so much get ripped away from you. And it's easy to start going through this and then to backtrack and say, no, 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 I can't handle this. But it's your choice. Do you want the truth? Do you want to be able to be out there drifting? Or do you want to be stuck at the shore surrounded by snakes? If you want to go through, you got to pay. If you want to get out there, you got to pay the price. Gonna get some good news though. Page of Wands. Rescuer. What you want to tell me about this rescuer spirit? Thank you. Yeah. The moon. There's a lot of secrets involved here. A lot of secrets, a lot of things got to come out. Things that you've done and things that other people have done to you that you don't even know about. All the ways that those little snakes have betrayed you. All the ways that you have betrayed other people. The truth has to come out. There's still so much hidden. Your feelings, the choices, the actions that you took. All that has to come out. It has to. It has to be made right. So you're sitting here with two choices. Which one do you want to make? Look at you sitting here on the shore, looking out, trapped, isolated. What do you want to do? I know what you want to do because I feel it in my heart. Then you have to do the hard thing. Staying where you are is the easy thing. Not changing is the easy thing. Not taking responsibility and blaming other people is the easy thing. Stepping up and being brave and honest with yourself and other people around you is the hard thing. But that's the thing about it, right? Doing those things is the easy thing now, and it's the hard thing later. It's easy to lie and to hide now, but the weight of that weighs on you the longer you hold on to it. And the other way is really hard right now. But then in the end, you're free and you're unburdened. Eight of Pentacles, put in that work. Rescuer. You want to be rescued? Rescue yourself. Put in that work. King of Cups in reverse. Give all the love to yourself. Stop giving it out to everybody else that doesn't deserve it, and give some fucking love to yourself. Give some respect to yourself. You've turned cold, Divine Masculine. You gotta crack open that cold shell. Rescuer. Provides strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And you gotta do it just because it's the right fucking thing to do. Not because you think you're going to receive some great reward in the end. You got to do it genuinely. Not because you're like, I don't want to deal with all this karma that's coming back on me. No. You got to do it because you're like, I don't want to give all this karma out to other people. You got to genuinely want to help yourself and help those around you. Not because you don't want to deal with the consequences of your actions. And that's a hard decision to make. But we've all of us that have decided to go down this spiritual journey, it's the choice we've all had to make. Now it's yours. It's been your choice. You've been hovering in this decision. Shadow attributes of rescuer. Assumes that the rescued will reciprocate. Keeps the rescued one needy. Codependency. You have kept other people codependent and needy on you. All those little snakes that you've gathered up all around you, you've helped other people because you have wanted them to help you in return. Not because you just want to help them. You've given out your energy to all these other people because you have the expectation that they will fill some void inside of yourself that you are not feeling. But no amount of love from anybody else will ever fill the void inside of you. And then making other people need to love you and need to be there for you and need to give you attention and affection is never going to fill that void. Has it? Or do you still feel trapped there on just surrounded by your own snakes and your own dependency that you've sent out there into the world? And it's a hard truth to face. It really is. It's a very hard truth to face, to realize that you've been helping a lot of other people around you because you've wanted their love, you've needed their affection. You've helped other people and been out there helping other people because there's a hole inside of you that you haven't bothered to fill. And you felt like getting other people to love you, to follow you, to praise you would make you feel better for your actions and for the choices and for the mistakes that you've made. But it hasn't, has it? It's a heavy burden. I can feel it. Literally, I can feel myself. And everybody, a lot of us, a lot of other light workers, you're not by yourself. I've often asked myself, why is it that I want to help other people? And I've had to ask myself this question. And in the past, I have found out that I have given myself away to so many people and helped and been such a giver because I didn't know how to give to myself. And because I wanted approval and I wanted love and I wanted people to accept me and to like me. And being a giver and being always giving myself away to other people. And I don't just mean physically. I meant being there and being supportive and just over giving to everyone around me. Because for some reason, I just couldn't find out how to give to myself. And this is something that I am still working on myself. But at least I've come to the realization that I can't keep giving to over people. You can't pour from an empty cup. And it's a struggle that all light workers, that all empaths have to, that it's something they all have to face. We're all overgivers because we do want to give. We feel that need to give to help other people, but we have to face the fact that we have to give to ourselves first. We have to help ourselves first. And if you're pouring and pouring and pouring, you're just wanting other people to want you or to love you or to give you affection for all the wrong reasons. You're only pouring into other people with the expectation that they will help you back. And like I said, I am only delivering this. I am only now being able to deliver this message to you because it's something that I've realized about myself. And it takes that time. It takes that time to realize that about yourself so that you can work on it and you can do something about it. And it takes a long time to realize that you spend years of your life giving to people that don't deserve you to give to them. And it's not about passing judgment on them, but it's about understanding that you can't just keep giving and giving and giving to people who don't care. Whew. Tower. Tower. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. And it's hard. It's a really hard balance for a lot of us, all of us out there to find. It is. Let's keep moving. energy is gaining momentum. I feel like I have a frog in my throat. Like it's so hard to express how I feel, and I feel like that's what the divine masculine. It's hard. I've stifled my own thoughts and my own. This is me speaking as the divine masculine. Like I've stifled my own thoughts and my own feelings for so long. I've put everybody else in front of myself for so long, not realizing that it's because I needed them. I needed them to be there for me. I needed their love and their affection being brought back on me to feel like I was worthy. I was taught to just endlessly give, endlessly give, endlessly give. And also taught to have a lot of shame about, you know, I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't just contradict exactly what I just said, but there does have to be equal give and take in situations. Yeah. But that's it. That's the lesson. I've been taught so long to endlessly give and have this emotional expectation in return, instead of just understanding that when there's equal give and take, you won't have to feel like you need for somebody else to give back to you. You will naturally give to those that will freely give back to you. But you've been taught for a really long time to only give and never give to yourself. And then once you start learning how to give to yourself and pour back into yourself, that's when that's when the truth will come out to you. That's when things that seem so mysterious right now will reveal themselves to you. Exactly. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Look at that. Bring love into the situation. Love yourself first. Realize you deserve love. Okay. I feel like there's more tarot cards I need to pull. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Nine of Cups came out first. Wish fulfillment. Ultimate wish fulfillment. Then the Five of Swords. Turning your back on competition, on seeing that I need to give because I need to get back. It's not just freely giving. It's I'm helping these other people because, not because I want to help them, but because I need them to give back to me. I need their energy back. They have to give back to me because I have given to them. And it's a subtle difference, and it takes time to realize that. I really feel like you grew up around somebody who was possibly like had some kind of narcissistic personality, who taught you to only give with the expectation of giving in return, only give to situations when you know that you're going to benefit from them, to only give to people that you know are going to give back. Yeah. To always view yourself as the number one receiver of things. To only invest in a situation where, you will receive a proper return. But not just in a financial sense. You put that in an emotional sense as well. And it built up this sense of competition between you and everybody else around you. I have to be the winner. I have to come up on top. Regardless of if the fact that there's some situations I need to give more than I receive. And I have to be okay with giving to situations that I might not receive back from. Because there's some situations where I just need to be the giver and I don't need to be the receiver. And then in other situations, I'll just be the receiver and I won't be the giver. But there was this competition, this need to know I need to always be on top. I need to always be the person that's receiving everything. Everyone deserves to give to me. Yeah. Yeah. Queen of Wands. I'm not saying this like to be like, but I'm just saying like it's like this very I need to be the center of attention, which I don't always feel that way about the Queen of Wands, but it's this very I need to be the center of attention. I receive my wish fulfillment by getting everything. People need to always constantly give me attention. I need to be the prettiest in the room, or I need to be the most handsome in the room. I need to be the one that's on top. Everybody's out to get me, or everybody wants my position, because why wouldn't they look at me? Look who I am. And I think you're going through the realization of seeing these traits inside of yourself and realizing that there are things about you that need to change. But you're going to have to listen to the hard answers. You keep asking questions, and then when you're given the answers, you reject them. But you're going to have to take time to reflect on yourself and listen to the answers, even when they're not exactly what you want to hear. And all my animals keep grooming themselves. They keep coming and laying next to me, or sitting next to me and licking themselves, or grooming themselves. So there's a lot of cleansing that needs to happen into your energy. You have to cleanse this want out of your energy. Yeah. Judgment. And that fell over here over this Five of Swords. Right? Placing judgment on everybody else, comparing yourself to everybody else. Well, I do more than that person, so I deserve more than that person. I'm prettier, I'm more handsome than that person. I'm thinner, I have a better job than that person, so obviously I'm a better person than that person. You walked around comparing yourself to everyone else because you had so many insecurities eating yourself up on the inside, because you felt like you weren't good enough. That's why you felt the need to compare yourself to everybody. And I know that I'm being just very blank and very just like blah, 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 but that's how I am. So, if it's too harsh for you or too upfront for you, go listen to somebody else. But this is the truth that you need to hear. Yeah. I mean, these insecurities were put into you, but you haven't faced them, right? I'm not insecure. Look at me. Look at my life. I'm so much better than all these other people. I'm too good for all of this. But that attitude is why you're surrounded by the snakes that you're surrounded by. So you're the queen bee. Queen bee sitting on a shit pile. Congratulations. You seem very unhappy. I don't think you want this anymore. Hierophant. The universe keeps trying to enlighten you. You need to spend some time giving love to yourself. Ace of Cups in reverse. Give love to yourself. Pour into your own cup. And you won't feel this need to judge everybody else, because you'll be worried about yourself instead of worried about everybody else. Spend some time with your head up your own ass. And stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. When you start looking at yourself and reflecting on yourself, you're going to realize that you were clinging on to a lot of outside 3D world things that made you feel better about yourself. third party situations, I need everybody else's approval because I don't approve of myself. I need to stay in drama. I need to stay the center of attention. I need to stay stirring up shit because I don't know how to exist in the calm waters. Because once I get into those calm waters, I have to look at myself. I have to judge myself instead of judging other people. I don't know the main cards in here. But yeah, look again. A person here isolating themselves away from everybody else. Those two mountains in the background, choices, decisions that they need to make. Constantly comparing themselves to other people and other people's choices. And, well, I'm so much better because I don't do that. I'm so much better because I don't look like that. But if you really felt that you were better, if you really felt like that you were happy with yourself, you wouldn't feel the need to judge other people or tear other people down to make yourself feel better. That's the Six of Wands just fell on the floor. You want victory. Five of Wands. It's not about fighting back and forth with other people to win. It's not about winning over other people. It's not about seeing yourself as better than everyone else. It's just about doing what's right to you, doing what's right for you. Yeah. Magician in reverse, letting go of control. Look at that. Back to back with the Ace of Wands. Stop using all this power that you have inside of yourself against other people to control the way that they feel about you and about their own lives. All right? This is all that snaky energy that you're sending out to everybody else. Death card. Transformation. You're rejecting a transformation. You're rejecting a change in yourself. You're rejecting the way that you feel. Knight of Cups in reverse. You're rejecting your true feelings and how much you really want to come forward, and you really want to tell somebody how you feel about them, but you're judging them. Like I said before, perhaps you looked at your divine feminine and was like, ooh, gross. No, there's no way I'm supposed to be with somebody like that. You send them away. They have to be lying. They can't be real. And it wasn't until you were trapped on the shore looking out at your divine feminine floating away that you realized, holy fuck, no, I actually want to be out there with them. But your choices were your choices. You can't undo them. You can't take it back. You can't take the magic that you sent back. You can't take the curse that you sent out back. I mean, you can energetically. Your divine feminine was protected and that curse came back to you. But you can't undo the fact that you already did that. You said what you said. You said the words. You did what you did. Now take the responsibility for it. And then once you do, you're learning. You're growing. Page of Wands. But it's only when you can judge that your actions weren't appropriate and that you shouldn't have done them until you can accept that. And until you accept that, you're doing nothing but destroying your path and martyring yourself for this destruction. And claiming that you're the victim while you're the one victimizing others. And it's hard. It's hard to see yourself as the person that you are if you've made negative, bad decisions and bad choices in your life. It is hard. It's very hard. It's a big ass, hard ass pill to swallow, right? That's why I felt that tightness in my throat. And it takes time and it takes patience, and you're not always going to stay on the path. But it's not about how many times you get kicked down or how many times you feel floored by your own actions or you make mistakes. It's not about that. It's about if you get up, if you stay on the path, regardless of how many times you get pushed down, how many mistakes that you make, and that you start allowing yourself to look at your mistakes and learn from them and move on from them. Okay, I'm hearing advice. Okay, release your ex, release your old ways, release who you used to be. Time has come to clear your energy. Passion. There's something that you're passionate about. Start getting involved. Start helping yourself. Start rescuing yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Free yourself. You're here keeping yourself stuck inside a cage. Free yourself. Realize that it's safe. It's safe for you to love. Trust, right? Trust. Surrender. Surrender. You and your loved ones are safe. You're safe. Trust. Okay? It's time to release negativity. Golly, there's so much energy in these cards. Make the effort. Great love is worth the steps you're guided to take. Make the effort. Make the change in your life that you're being guided to make. You want this reconciliation? You want a reunion with the person that you love? Do it. Get a little more playfulness in your life. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah. On the other side of all this hard work is a lot more joy. You know? Rethink how you view this in your mind. Divine timing. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Everything happens when and where it's supposed to. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. You feel this way about this person for a reason. Explore why. Why? Past life relationship. You're supposed to be learning and growing from this person, getting to know each other. There's a path here you're supposed to be taking that you keep running away from. Ask yourself why. Wow, that one flew across the room. Express your love. I'd say heal yourself first, then express your love. Express your love to yourself first. Didn't I say ask yourself why? Soulmate flew across the room. This person is your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I just got chills. Ask yourself why. As soon as I said that, you feel this, oh, you're a past life relationship. Why do you feel this way about this person? Soulmate went flying across the room. They're your soulmate. They're your other half. They're the person that you're actually supposed to be with. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. You're out there seeking for somebody that you've already met, but you've done a lot to push this person away. What do you need to do? Let go of control issues. Okay? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for all this shit. We all have to do it. We all have to do it. And as you get to know yourself more, you find even more that you have to forgive about that you've done. It's not like okay, I'll just forgive myself and move on. No, it's a process. It takes so long. But it's worth it. It's worth it on the other side of it. Start forgiving yourself for some of these mistakes, for all this stuff that I talked about in the past that you were doing, and judgment and things that you did. Forgive yourself for it. Because you can't truly heal and let go and have what you truly want until you do that. And if you feel any anger towards this other person, or towards things that have happened to your past, towards your family, towards the abuse that you endured, you have to forgive. And I'm not here to tell you when is the right time for you to forgive, but it is a process that we all have to go through, and forgiveness is a state that we all have to enter. Because it's not for the other person, it's for you. Because holding on to the anger holds you back. It holds you down. And it just does. That does not mean that your feelings aren't real. That does not mean that your anger is not justified. But it does mean that you, at some point, when you're ready, have to let go of it. But this journey can't begin until you're ready to let go. Let go of control issues. First, you have to accept that you have control issues, and then you have to learn how to let go of them. And you have to learn that, because it's up to you. It's individual. It's your journey. And no matter how many times I sit here and tell you, Divine Masculine, oh, let go of your control issues, free yourself, trust and understand that the divine is trying to be there for you, that they're trying to take care of you, you have to feel it. You have to feel it, but you have to put in the work to be able to feel it. That's up to you. That's on you. Make the effort. If you want this, and you want this love, and you want to trust, and you want to explore your feelings, you got to do the work. Period. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. It just is. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. If you want this, gotta work for it. Gotta want it. And gotta be willing to take action on the things that you want. Gotta be ready to accept the consequences of your actions. But no matter how many times I sit here and deliver this to you, it has to be when you want it. When you're ready. When you're actually ready, you'll finally do it. But that doesn't mean that whoever this person is that you want so bad, that doesn't mean that they'll still be waiting for you. Because it's not their job to wait for you to heal. It's their job to heal themselves. And if you want this, now is the time. There is no more waiting. If you want this, it's right now. But it's your decision. I'm not trying to pressure you into making those choices right now. Like I said, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. The truth is what it is, what it is, what it is. But you got to be ready to see it. The flirt card keeps ending on the back of the deck. Chemistry. You feel so magnetically attracted and drawn into this person. There's a reason. They're your soulmate. Release your ex. If you're still messing around with all your ex energy, all those snakes that are surrounding you, do what you got to do to get rid of those people, please. Even if you don't want to be with this person, even if you're just like, no, and you reject being, with this person, even though clearly they are your soulmate, get rid of all this codependency that you have around you. Period. Be honest. You're going to have some heart-to-heart conversations with yourself, with other people around you, and eventually with this person. I just keep hearing forgive, 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 forgiveness. Yeah. And I know that it might be making you nervous, right? That I say something like, oh, well, you have to do it when you're ready, which is true. You do. But other people have to do things when they're ready. And if this person, if your divine feminine is surrendered and they're letting go and they're moving on, they're doing it now. So if this is the person that you want, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to decide, okay, fuck it, I'm ready. I'm ready to let go of this. But if you're not ready right now, do it when you're ready. But that will not change the truth. This will happen. I just don't know when. That's up to you. Your divine feminine's already made their choice. Love yourself first. I know another card flipped here. Did it flip in here? Yes, it did. It stayed in. Look at that. Isn't that what I said? You got to love yourself first, and you deserve love. You do. You deserve love, and you have to love yourself. Love yourself first and realize you deserve that love. I feel like you rejected this person because you might have judged this other person as not being good enough for you. But on the inside, you felt like you weren't good enough for this other person. And I'm not insulting you by saying that. That's just the truth. The truth is what it is, and I see it right here in the cards. And I feel it. You are so incredibly attracted to this person, but you rejected them. I'm hearing mean girl. So you might want to, if you resonate with this, or if you're a divine feminine and you feel like this energy is resonating with you, go check out that reading that I did that I posted a couple of days ago. The divine masculine was a real life mean girl. It sounds like this person. It does. Red flags. Pay attention to the red flags. A lot of red flags around you, divine masculine. Which is probably why your divine feminine rejected you. Which is why you turn around and say, no, I'm going to reject them first. No, you know what? They feel like I'm not good enough. No, they're not good enough for me. Don't deny your pettiness. Don't sit there and deny your pettiness. It's here. It's right here in your cards. You did what you did. But you don't have to keep blaming yourself for it. If you know that it's wrong, make up for it. Change your behavior. If you feel guilty about it, stop doing it. And stop telling yourself that you don't deserve to feel better about yourself. Because you do. Everyone in this world deserves healing. They all do. Because without healing, there can't be change. There are plenty of people in this world that have done so many terrible things, and that does not mean that they don't deserve some kind of healing in the end. It also doesn't mean that they don't deserve their justice for the things that they've done. But just saying they only deserve punishment, they only deserve to hate themselves for the rest of their life for everything that they've done, what good does that do? It won't take back what you did. It won't undo the hurt that you did. But admitting that you want to be somebody different, deciding to be somebody different, realizing that you need to apologize, whether or not that person accepts your apology, and try to do better for yourself and other people is what you can do. And everybody deserves that. Everybody deserves that. Because holding on to that only serves the dark. It only serves you staying exactly the same way that you were. And being the other person on the other side saying you only deserve to feel bad about what you did from now until forever. Well, that doesn't help it. Doesn't make me as the person that you did something wrong to, doesn't make me feel better. Doesn't help that person feel better. Doesn't help the world heal. Give this lighthearted energy. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Extend that to others and extend it to yourself. That's the only way in the end that some kind of good can come out of all the mistakes and all the pain that happened in this situation. It's true, you can't ever change the past, but you can change how you act in the future. You can take responsibility for your actions and say, I can never undo the past, but I can decide to never do it again, to not repeat it, and to learn from the mistakes that I've made. That's the point. That's the point of going through all of this, is that so hopefully at some point you can say, I don't want to do this again. And I don't want to hold it over my own head that I made these mistakes forever, but I do need to own up to what I did, and I do need to change my behavior. Stay optimistic about your love life. And I would just say, stay optimistic about your life, period. It's so much better once you start viewing the world this way. And I'm not saying that you have to, but I can speak from personal experiences. When I stopped seeing that all these terrible things happen to me just because people are terrible, or just because I must have deserved somebody to treat me terrible, once I started seeing the world in the way that all these things are happening so that I can learn about other people, I can learn about the world, I can learn about myself, and I can try to make it a better place based on the things that I've learned, everything changed. The way I felt about myself, the way I felt about my life, the way I felt about my traumas and things that I've gone through in my past. And it's a lot lighter on this other side. It's a lot easier to try to change viewing it this way. You don't have to, but I'm telling you from experience, it's a lot easier and it gets better. You don't have to see yourself as this terrible villain for the rest of your life. And in fact, just doing it probably will end up just either making you isolate yourself away from other people, or just making you double down on behavior and continue to do it and continue to be like, well, fuck it. If I'm a villain, I'll just keep hurting other people, or I don't deserve healing, which in the end will just make you hurt other people, which in turn will just make you feel more guilty, and you'll just get stuck in that negative energy cycle. Deciding to change is what changes your energy. Deciding to view it from a different light is what helps you, and it's what allows you to see things differently and to make different decisions than you've made in the past. And again, I can't tell you how to feel about yourself, and I can't tell you how to act towards other people. Only thing I can do is share what I've gone through, what has worked for me, and what your spirit guides are telling you you need to do. And again, I have not said a single thing that I have said out of hate or out of malice. It is just the truth of the situation. And until we allow ourselves to see the truth as it really is, with no filters, that we can decide whether or not we want to change. That Seven of Cups, all the mask, all the illusions, all the lies, all everything else is falling away. And it's completely natural to come into a stage of anger or blame or guilt, but it's not good to stay in those spaces. To have that and to hang on to it towards anybody else or yourself. Because that's not the last stage of healing. You've got to allow yourself to move into the stage of acceptance and understanding and change. I believe in you, and your spirit team believes in you, and God believes in you, the universe, spirit. If they didn't believe in you, they wouldn't be enlightening you. You wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be giving you the option to learn and to change. But you have free will. And and them and nobody can make you do anything. It is only dark, negative forces that will tell you don't have a choice but to do what they say. All I'm doing is presenting the truth. It's up to you whether or not, if you accept it as your truth. And again, this is only the truth as I see it, as the cards are laying it out to me, and as your spirit guides are presenting it to me. When you're ready, you'll see it. And it's not, oh, you'll see it my way. This is how your soul is presenting it to me. This is your truth. When you're ready, you'll see it. And I pray that you have the strength to see that and to act on it, to forgive yourself and to forgive other people in your life, and to allow yourself to move on from this state that you're in now. All right? Divine masculine, divine feminine, whoever you identify as, if you're just an outside observer, I'm praying for you, okay? I'm praying that you can find your own personal truth, and that you can heal yourself, and that whatever your healed version of yourself looks like, you can find it. But you have to be the one that discovers it. But there is a reason that you came here and that you're listening to my opinion, right? You might not like it, and I might not have delivered it in the way that is easiest to understand or easiest to absorb. But it's not my job to give it to you the easy way. I'm giving it to you the way that I see fit, because I'm walking in my truth. And if the way I deliver messages is not for you, baby, then it's not for you. Be blessed. I don't know why you listen to the whole entire thing and you're still here right now listening to it, but it is what it is. If you guys got here all the way to the end, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to try to bring you some kind of enlightenment, for giving your spirit guides the chance to come forward and be very truthful and honest with you. I hope that I didn't offend, and it was not my intention to offend anybody in the way that I delivered this message, but I read my cards in the way that I do. Okay? I really hope this helped you. I really hope it helps you heal and it helps you get through this, because man, you're in the rough stages. You are in the thick of it. You are battling. You are surrounded by the energies, and all of us have all been there at some point in their journey. And it happens I'm not trying to discourage you, but it does happen, and it happens again, and you deal and you battle, and then a new thing comes up and you deal and you battle. That's just the journey. And it is hard. It is hard to become a quote unquote woke person, or to wake up and open your eyes to the truth of yourself and the truth of people around you. It's hard. It hurts. But in the end, it helps. It really does. If you're new here, think about subscribing or liking or sharing the video with somebody that you feel like it might help. You know, this was a rough story, and I'm not going to say that I hope that it resonated, but if this is your story, I hope you received what information you needed to receive from watching this. If you are a returning subscriber, hello, my beautiful lovely. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy you're part of my family. And even if you're not subscribed, thank you for giving me the time of day to try to bring some kind of enlightenment to your situation. Thank you. Your spirit guides want to thank you for taking the time to try to receive this enlightenment. And I hope that you can. All right, you guys. I'll see you around next time, okay? If you feel drawn to any of my other readings, please go check those out. If this did not resonate with you, go check out some other readings on my channel or other readings out there until you do find something that does resonate truly with you so that you can receive the enlightenment that you're looking for. Good luck out there on your journey, okay? And I'll see you guys around next time. Bye.